Asian men that are rich but fat actually don't get any. You might be thinking, well, he's rich, he gets all of the girls. But this is the common misconception that men always face. Just because you have money, it doesn't mean you can get every girl. It doesn't mean that you get most girls, actually. You probably might not even get that many girls once you become rich. Welcome back to Controvert. Masculine women, feminine guys. Do you see that as a problem?
It's up to them.
Why do you feel like it's okay for you to say that men are trash?
And is a cool dude. I saw his receipts. Like, he's bringing the heat, man.
All right, so as I said, today we're going to be talking about how Asian men that are rich but fat or just don't have any confidence, they actually don't get any girls. We're going to first start off with this video right here. I love this fucking channel, Practical Psychology. It explains so many things that are just the most so psychological, man. So logical, so psychological, so just everything that is mind-fucking. And true, by the way.
Excess weight asks a beautiful woman if she'd have a coffee with him. She rejects him. He asks why, and she replies, I don't go out with overweight men. Respect me if you want others to respect you. Start by respecting yourself, she says. He looks confused and she adds, being overweight is a sign that you don't respect yourself. The man responds, but I have a BMW and money. Doesn't having money show that I'm hardworking? Why won't you have coffee with me when you accepted one from Juan, who's poor? She replies, because Juan is athletic, and I respect...
You know what's crazy is that I actually saw a lot of guys in the past that are broke get more girls than guys that are rich but out of shape. If you have all of the above, then yeah, for sure. If you're rich but you're in shape and you have good charisma, you know how to talk to women, yeah, definitely. I can't argue with you there.
Someone athletic more than someone with money. He asks why, and she explains, money doesn't guarantee anything about you. Maybe your dad gave it to you, or you inherited it from your grandfather, or maybe at some point in your life you were disciplined and hardworking, but you're not anymore. The fact that Juan is athletic tells me a lot about who he is today. Every single day, even when he feels lazy, he has enough self-love to go to the gym and work out.
I don't know. You know what's controversial about this is that if you make a lot of money, you probably love yourself more than a guy who just like works out and a guy who knows how to talk, right? So that's okay. This is the part where I'm going to disagree, right? I'm not going to just be an echo chamber where I just be like, yeah, I agree with every single aspect about this, right? But that's something I got to say, that's a little bit too much.
And even when he's tempted to eat the junk food you eat, he has the self-respect to say no. Being athletic is a daily commitment. Someone who has been in shape for 5 years wears a medal that says, I've spent 5 years loving myself and choosing myself. It shows self-control, discipline, and self-love.
I mean, the same could be said with someone who like made a lot of money, right? But okay, that's aside the point. We're going to get to that in a bit.
Even someone who's only recently started shows it. A fit body is a clear sign of self-control, discipline, and self-respect, while an overweight body shows a lack of respect for yourself. About 70% of your life is built on the habits you repeat every day. Your daily habits define you. If you focus on a few key habits, you'll start noticing.
Okay, I think he's just gonna start to like promote some advertisement. So yeah, it is a little bit strange of a post, like this comment says, right? Horrible message. Most of the gym bros are actually insecure. They love their muscles more than the women at their side. Yeah, this is actually true too. So I have seen gym bros where when they start to lose muscle, like just a little bit, right? They're still really buff, but once they start to lose a little bit of muscle, they're just like, oh damn, I feel so insecure. They're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't get girls. I just feel like a lot of my confidence just went down the drain. So yeah, for sure. Okay, this is kind of a little bit of a, you know, controversial balance of a comparison. But, okay, the point I'm trying to make, right, is that it's not necessarily guys who are really good in shape that get all the girls, right? You could very much have a guy who is really good, really in shape, really good aesthetics, probably like some Mr. Olympia type of crap, right? So this is the common misconception that a lot of these dating channels tell you, okay? So I'm not a dating coach. I'm not trying to tell you, hey, sign up for a program. I'm a dating mastermind. I just analyze these dating habits. I just analyze why dating is failing and why it could be failing for a man. For me personally, right, I've had a lot of experience with women. I'm not going to say that I have like a lot of success with all these women and they're all like really hot. No, like I mentioned it before, like seriously, the average of girls that I've been with in terms of looks is probably a 6.5 out of 10. I'll be real as fuck, right? So I'm not like some dating mastermind. I get every single girl, okay? The thing that I analyze is that for me as someone who's not like particularly really good with like his aesthetics, there was a point in time where I was kind of buff. I wasn't like craziest buff, right? And you could say I'm not like really good looking, okay? Let's just be real. If I want to give myself a rating, I would say like a 6.5 out of 10 maybe. But here's the thing. You could be a guy with really solid abs, with really solid aesthetics. You could be a guy with a lot of money too. But the thing is, if you don't know how to talk to women, you will fucking fail. If you don't have that confidence, you will fail. So people always say this, okay? They always go like, well, a guy with a lot of money, he gets all the girls. I disagree with that. I think what it is the confidence that this man gets after he makes all this money. That's what gets him the girls. And so you see some dudes, most dudes, right? When they make a lot of money, they start to get a lot of confidence. They start to be really cocky. They have a fucking snide attitude, right? But you also have these dudes who they probably just had the good luck of the draw, made a lot of money, but never got confidence. Like these computer engineers, okay? Coders, they're always behind a screen. They didn't make money by knowing how to talk to people. They made money by learning how to study stuff on a computer line by line. And that does not get them the confidence that they need to talk to girls. So you have a lot of these coders, and I mean, for the people who are like the OG subscribers to this channel, I once had this dating coach, right? He came on and we had a good relationship. He was telling me a lot of the people that signed up for his program were what? Fucking coders, computer engineers. So these are the types of dude who make a lot of money. They got a lot of money, but they're like, why can't I get girls? It's because you're just this dude, an Asian loser sitting behind a screen. You think you're the shit, but you don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to talk to women. So I say Asians, right? I always focus on Asian because number one, this is an Asian podcast. This is an Asian channel geared towards Asian men. But I'm centering this on Asian males because it's Asian culture that tells Asian men, hey, you got to make money. You got to make a lot of the money. And then so you always, I don't know why. I always see these Asian dudes, right? They're like these, they act like big ballers at the club. They're just sitting at the table like this, right? They're just sitting at the table like, just chilling. Like, you're not talking to any girl, bro. You're just getting cucked. It's guys like me who are broke as fuck. I'm not broke, by the way. Okay, I'll get to that in another episode, but like, okay, I got money, but it's like, I don't show that off, right? I act broke. So tune into the next episode. I'm going to talk about like acting broke to get the girl. All right, so basically, I act like a brokey. I sneak in bottles into my pants and I bring it into the club. Like, for example, in Taiwan, they don't do like the whole scan where they pat you down and all that stuff. So I always sneak in bottles and they're like, yo, this cheap fuck. But then I still be bringing girls back, right? Sometimes I even go into like these tables. I just like act chill with everyone, right? That's what I told my homie one time before. I was like, you just gotta act like you know everyone here. Just like start coming into the table, start getting to know everyone quick, start shaking hands, and they won't know who the point of origin is. Who brought this guy in? Oh, you know this guy. But in reality, I just talked to whatever, Mike, 20 seconds ago. Yeah, I know Mike. Yeah. He's really fucking chill. So yo, I'd be sneaking into these tables where these guys are just like these Asian dudes acting like big ballers. Yeah, I got a lot of money, okay? And they're just getting cucked. They think this is what gets girls. You just show up as an rich Asian dude who's probably overweight, not even fucking working on his skills to talk to women, not even working on his like confidence to talk to people, and then he's just getting cucked. So this is the thing, like you can't just focus on making money, all right? A lot of these guys, they want to focus on just making money, and once they get there, they're confused, like this guy right here. Let me show you this real quick.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I think you dropped something over there. I think it's like. I think you dropped this. Sorry, I was just walking by and I thought.
So basically, you have this pickup artist. I guess his name is Ho Raymond. He's trying to talk to like this fob Asian Chinese chick, and then this is a really commonality thing with like these Chinese dudes. Okay, they pull up to these tables. Or they pull up to dinner in this case, like fucking dinner, bringing like 3 girls that you're treating dinner to. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but
Oh, you're pretty.
I think maybe this might be his girlfriend over here, or the girl right here is probably the girlfriend. And he's just treating to like all these girls dinner. And he's probably thinking, I'm going to have a fucking foursome. Here, let me play the rest of it first.
Well, that.
Huh?
What? Hey.
That's crazy, right? So she looks to him. You could see it. I'll play it on mute. You could see it. But she's starting to like look to him basically like for affirmation. Should I say yes to this guy? Because the guy that I came with to dinner, this rich Asian dude, probably Chinese dude, is like paying for everyone. So I have to look for him. Like, look right there. I have to look to him for like affirmation. But this guy, he's probably thinking, I'm probably going to have a fucking foursome when I get back home. But the thing is, that's probably very unlikely, by the way. He probably is just like, I want that respect. I want this reputation that I got all these 3 girls, even though I'm not going to be able to touch this girl that this guy, Ho Raymond, is talking to. But I have the respect of like all these girls just looking at me because I'm paying for all of them. But he's not getting any. He's probably just got the one right next to him. This is probably the girlfriend. She's not even paying attention to what the fuck is going on. This is sad, bro. This is why I'm telling you guys, right? When I lived in Taiwan, when I go to like any Asian country, I see this shit happen so much. They're just like NPCs, bro. No situational awareness. If they were to be in USA, they would not survive, bro. Like, these Asian girls would not survive. They would just be like on their phone. Oh, Douyin. Oh, TikTok. Holy crap. It's because they got this rich Asian dude that's paying for everyone. But then she probably doesn't even like give him that much because she's just like, oh, this guy is just a money bank. But in terms of like who I'm actually attracted to, I'm actually attracted to the Chad that is really attractive. Like probably this guy. This girl that he's talking to, that Ho Raymond is talking to, she probably want to give the number. Like, I mean, we could argue. Oh, sorry, screen's not there. But we could probably argue that she probably looked like she was down to give the number. That's why she was looking to him for affirmation. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, let's play that back again.
Let me drop this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she was kind of down. She was smiling towards the end a little bit. Like, look, she's laughing, bro. She's laughing. She was charmed by this guy, but then she was like conflicted. Like, oh, I have to give respect to the guy who's paying for this dinner, but I'm not gonna give him any, right? So that's the thing. I mean, like, TLDR, right? The biggest point with this is that like men out there, especially Asian guys, like, you guys can't just be seeing guys like this and be like, this is my role model. I want a role model after this guy and be the guy who's at the table in the clubs paying for all these girls, but you're not getting shit. You know, what's crazy is that I found myself, whenever I didn't pay for girls, I actually got way more success than when I was paying for girls. Like, this is the type of girl you would attract. You would attract the girl who's just gonna be using you for money like this, because this guy is definitely not having a fucking foursome. Let's be real with that, all right? And you're just getting used. Your bank account is getting fucking depleted, and you're wasting your fucking time. So stop relying on your goddamn finances and rely on your charisma, rely on your confidence. Stop fucking doing this crap like, oh, I gotta make money, then the girls will come. No, man, you got fucking played. Whoever told you that shit, this Asian culture bullshit that Asian parents teach, it has to stop. Like, it's not you make a lot of money, focus on money, then you get the women. No, man. The reality is, if anything, you gotta focus on getting confidence from making money, or focus on getting a skill set that gives you confidence, that brings you confidence. So then, yeah, you can get the girls. Anyways, I will fucking stop rambling. Make sure to stay tuned with that next episode, because I'm going to film it right after this. I'm going back to back, right? I'm going to go back to back talking about how it's actually a better deal to act broke to get girls. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.